Greetings, everyone. Today is October 30th, and we are here with another Halloween card. And I'm excited. It's not as tedious as the shaker cards, but it's got a lot of components. We have this cute little house from Joann's, I think. They're normally like $1, or no, these are $2, and then you get them on sale. You know, don't ever buy them full price, guys. The place and time always goes on sale there. And I have a little ghost stamped and already embossed because I kind of wanted to make sure he was going to fit. And what I did was, when I realized he did fit, I just kind of trimmed the little backing for this to fit right in there. And I've already taken care of another step. Okay. This has got a nice sticky coating of some transfer gel duo, and all I did is I put it on a scrap piece of paper, painted it all up, then I went and had dinner, came back, peeled the paper off. It's stuck in a few places. That's no big deal. We're just going to cover that up, and now we can cross our fingers and foil it. And we're going to set it on the back, or set it on our card base, and we're going to do some napkin and paper parts to get it looking all spookalicious. Maybe some ribbon, just some goodies, and some eyeballs for the windows. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our little wooden piece, and we're just going to set our foil on here so it covers everything. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this so I don't have this little piece flopping all over. And then I'm going to save this. I'm not going to throw this away because you can do sentiment. You can do all sorts of stuff. And with the heat transfer, or sorry, it's not heat transfer. It's transfer gel duo. It's two ways. You heat it or you don't heat it. And we're doing the don't heat it. Okay. We're just going to burnish it down, and burnishing just means to, you know, really work the particles into the glue. And this is Crafty Critta foil. This is from Australia. There are plenty of US-based foil companies. I just happened to catch a really good sale with them when I got this. And let me see. This one is called Oil Slick, and I thought the haunted house would look pretty cool with some oily goodness on there, and so it's not sticking as much as I'd like. I don't know if it's me not rubbing enough. Yeah, see, it's not... It's looking cool, but it's not as much as we want it. So let me grab a tool. Ta-da! We know this tool. This is our bone folder. Oh, I think this is getting it much better. I can actually see. Oh, look at that. So we need just a little bit more pressure than what our hands can dish out, and that's fine. This is actually pretty easy. Oops, come on. So we can peel this, and we got most of it. I mean, it's pretty cool, and it's never going to be perfect because this is wood. Okay, but if you have a lot of areas, you can try and take a little bit of the unused foil and burnish that in. And if that doesn't work, we can actually just go in and color it. Oops, pushed a little too hard, but look at how fun is that? There we go. So all I'm going to do is grab some ink and distress the edges just like we would for a regular card piece of paper. Oops. Got to remember, ink does not stick to foil, okay? So I've got wonderful inky fingers now. And you just wipe it off, okay? Just wipe it off. And now we don't have those tan white spots anymore. Ooh, how fun is that? Now, this little ghost is from Anthony's Papercraft, a little Halloween set there. But you can use whatever you want. Look at how cute that is. So that's going to go there. And then I thought I would put a pair of some eyes in there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut fairly close to the eyeballs. Give them a little bit of room. Okay. And what I can do now is place my eyeballs wherever I want, because remember, this is black, so that black will blend in a little bit. And I like it there, but I am going to trim it straight across the bottom so it doesn't hang out. Okay. And so we're going to put those little eyeballs right in the window. Okay. And to make sure it stays put, we're just going to use a little piece of double stick tape. Okay. And that actually is staying pretty good because the wood is a little bit sticky on the back side. The nature of painting it. And I'm just going to let it go clean across because I need to tape this to my black backing too. Okay, so we'll use a little bit of sticky tape and a little bit of glue. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a couple of eyes to put in here and then glue these parts together. Isn't that adorable? So I got a little bit of extra glue on it, on the back, and I just wiped that off. Okay, and it is a little bit sticky, but I'm just going to use a little bit of flour or cornstarch to get rid of that. Let me go grab or your embossing buddy, the little powdery bag. I do believe most of those are made of cornstarch. And of course, mine is not sitting right here. One moment, okay? Your little buddy there. Just tap that and it will grab any of the stickies. Okay. And look at that. No more stick. Got some on the edges though. Here we go. Dust that off. Oh, look at all that powder into the garbage bin. Okay, so we have our little house ready. And we have this fun piece of magnet. And this magnet came with some dies that I got. And I did trim a little section off. They cut with a pair of scissors or a craft knife. There are two sides. There's a dull side and a shiny side. The shiny side needs to attach to the fridge or whatever. So you want to tape down the dull side. And I'm getting my red line tape because that is some super sticky tape. And I'm not going to need a ton of it. I'm just going to put two pieces on. Okay. Just like so. Rub those down. And then peel. So the recipient can take the little house off and put it on their fridge or desk area someplace, just like so. And then we can test it. Get a little metal container. Ah, look at that. Nice and strong magnet. Fabulous. Oh, I'm loving this. Oops, we got to put this away. Stopper in the glue. And red line tape is stronger than your regular everyday adhesive stick tape. And I've been using the stuff from the dollar store a lot, so definitely stronger than that. Okay, so now the next stage is we need to make a card for this to sit on. And to do that, I found this really cool napkin, and they were like 4 for $1, you know, a whole pack, well, a whole pack of designer napkins. And you just want to peel them. Every napkin, they're either going to have 2 or 3 sheets, and you just peel them. And then you have a tissue that you can save and stamp on. Okay. And I want to use the moon. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tear it, because we don't want straight lines. That's not going to be any fun. I'm just going to come up here, tear this in half, like so, and then tear this across, like so. And then same with the straight edges. We don't want them straight. Now you can take a paintbrush and add some water, a water line where you want to tear it, and it will definitely tear a little bit better, but I don't care. It's creepy Halloween. There we go. Look at that. I'm actually going to tear this just a little bit more there. Dispose of the little bitty pieces. And then I can make a couple more cards with the leftovers. Okay, so there's that. Oh, that's going to look fabulous. And then we'll put that there. Do I want it down or do I want it up? Because I don't mind if I cover a bat. Yeah, I think we're going to do it like that. Okay. But before we get that on there, because it's tissue, you can see through the tissue. So we need to decorate the base with some fun patterns. And this one says haunted house. Look at that. Haunted house is mostly going to fit in there. So I'm going to take and just back and forth ripping. Okay. And I don't mind going all the way across. Okay. Save that big old piece for another day. And we're going to do the same back and forth. Okay. And then they can be straight on there. That part I don't mind, because that's all going to get covered up. So we're going to glue this piece down. Actually, no, we'll make that one on top. So let's put a little bit of you. That one ripped kind of funny. Okay. Well, like that. We can ink blend those little torn edges. Okay, so then we just need a little section down here. Okay, let me flip this around and do the same thing. Yep. Just like so. Okay, let's add a little bit of ink blending to the corner, or just the top and the bottom here. Let's bring in some green. Why not? Let's bring in some of this fun twisted citron. Oh, look at that. Just get it nice and rich right there. And then we're going to do the same right across the bottom. Oh, looking good, looking good. Okay, so we had this one. Oh, look at that right there, but we don't like that, so we're gonna get a brown color. It don't matter what you're using, but I do need my brown ink blending brush. There's my woof brush. Okay. And we can put this right in our paper trimmer. I'm just going to make sure I don't have any glue where it's going to cut. Okay. And because we don't have any paper sticking out up there, we can line that right up and then get the edge of the card panel right to the edge. And then we're just going through that little bit of paper. Do the same thing on the other side. See how it's sticking out here? If I just take my finger and butt it right up, it's going to be perfect. Ta-da! Look at that! Ugh! So much fun. And if you're doing a whole lot of cards, you know, save this. This might be on another piece of card, you know, where it's on the edge and looking all creepy. Okay. So you can definitely keep going with your little scraps. Okay. Now here's the fun part. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's going to be so fabulous. For this, I do like to use Mod Podge. You can use pretty much any gel medium, liquid glue, and a paintbrush. I mean, you could use your fancy glue, get it on, and then paintbrush it out a little bit. But I like the Mod Podge. It's meant to do this. Oops. And I do. Whew, mine's a little stiff. That's all right. It'll still work. So let's see. Let's add glue to the back of the tissue. And you can do this right on your glass mat. Okay. And just wash up the extra glue. Or a scrap piece of paper. There we go. And it's tissue, so it definitely, the glue goes through. So there's actually glue on the outside. Okay, just know that. You can actually stick your fingers to it. Okay. And then you can use a little bit, a little bit more glue and just kind of smooth it out. Just like so. And it doesn't take long to dry. I mean, you saw it wasn't a big heaping amount of glue. But the fun thing, when you do Mod Podge, and I just got it on the, oops. Batting 1,000 here. Let's get, I'm going to go ahead and put Mod Podge on this whole card. And then it will be watertight. Okay. and it won't get wet, or you could spill a little bit on it and it won't ruin it. Creates a nice watertight seal. Get a little bit of glue there because my finger's stuck to it. All right, we're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna clean up and I'm gonna hose out my brush the best I can. Okay, and it's just a water cleanup. Nothing extra fancy. No soap or anything really needed. Oops. I'll be right back. Impatient. I did my cleaning. I'm like, okay, I'm done waiting for it to dry. I just hit it with the heat gun and look at how lovely is that. And then better get my gooey scissors since that is glue. We're just going to peel that away a little bit. And see, it even makes the tissue stronger. Isn't that cool? So we're just going to... You could put this in your trimmer, but this is just easy peasy tissue. I'm just going to snip it off, because I don't want that goo in my trimmer. Look at how fabulous that is. So just remember, your layers of tissue, you can see behind them. So you can definitely add a lot of character to your cards. I normally do... Yeah, I think we are going to trim this down just a hair, not too much, because I didn't think of that beforehand. Oh, I guess it is going in the trimmer now. We're going to take it off of this end because that is there. We're just going to take a little smidge. So normally it's 4 1/4. We're just going to back it up just a hair. Okay. And then we're going to take a little bit off the bottom. Oh, nope, that might actually work. Just take it all off the bottom. See how it looks. No, we need to take a little bit more off. Take it off the top though. Just a hair. Just a hair. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. That could be fabulous just like that. Before we glue it down, we're going to set our little magnet here, and I'm just going to use a glue dot to hold that there, and then the person could peel it off, and I can tell them, hey, it's a magnet, the house is a magnet, and they can peel it off, and it should release off of this pretty easy. Okay, but we can see if we need... See, we added the green. I think we added the green for a reason. Oh, look at that. Just another pop of color. Those little skulls. And when they take off the house, that'll still be there. And if we do it right, if we attach this to the ribbon, it'll definitely pop up pretty easy. So we're just going to do that. And I like to flip it over so I know how much ribbon I need. I just need enough to fold over and catch a glue dot. Okay. And glue dots come in all shapes and sizes. This one here is kind of a medium one, because they do make bigger ones. And you can either put it right on the ribbon or right on the card. You just fold it over and smoosh it down. Pull it snug on the other end. Okay, see where the ribbon's gonna go. Put our glue dot right there, and then fold that over to stick perfectly like so. And then we can glue this to our card base, And then because this has some depth, if we were hand delivering, we could probably pop this up and have the house on there. But since I am probably going to mail it, I'm not going to add any more extra height to it. But we will glue it down. Right over the ribbon. And you don't need a lot. Okay. Flip this over. And because it's liquid glue, once you set it down, oh man. Make sure my fingers aren't, my fingers are a little sticky still. Because I don't have a sink up here. So I just washed them with the spray bottle and a rag. There we go. Look how cute. Just having it like that would be so adorable, right? If you have like caution ribbon, you could totally just cover your card with caution ribbon. It would be so cute. But we have a cute little house to attach. And I do want it a little askew. Look at those eyeballs. I can't get enough of them. So all we're going to do is we're going to put a pop dot right on the ribbon. Okay. Put this little guy right there. Because you don't need much. Okay. When they get it, when they pull it out of the envelope, they're like, oh, wow, that's really loose. And then you can say, hey, you can put the magnet on the fridge. And then they'll just peel them apart. Ugh. Peel them apart. And look, the little glue dot stayed there. So then they could put something else on that and send it to somebody else. How fun is that? But if you're not making a fridge magnet, you can definitely glue this embellishment down, whatever you're using. Okay. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Though it's got a lot of layers, it's actually not too bad. And you can bust out quite a few of these. You know, get all your tissues ready, get all your houses ready, and just assemble. Because once that glue's out, might as well just keep on gluing. Well, I do appreciate you all for hanging out with me. And if you were inspired to be crafty, go ahead and hashtag Chat with Sassy on Instagram or Facebook. We would love to see what you create. You can also join our Facebook group, Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends, and post images of your creations there. And they don't have to be card creation scrapbooks. It can be sewing, all sorts of fun stuff. Also, I do mail out cards to my subbies. So if you email me at chatwithsassy@gmail.com, I'll leave that down in the description for you. I'll put your name on a mailing list and you could potentially get this. You do not have to be a participant in my lives or anything. Just, you know, pop in a thumbs up every now and then in the comments so that I can see you're an active viewer. You don't even have to say anything. Just drop in a little emoji and you'll be on the registry. Thank you so much and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.